Hi, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tana, and I have a divine message from my divine beauties. This is about creation. You are a creator. We're all creators. Um, and whether you're an artist or a speaker or spiritualist or actor, singer, it doesn't matter what you do. It is a talent, it's a gift that you carry. And there's some things that I'd like to question. I have a few questions. If we are creators, why is it so hard for us to believe in our creation? Why is it so hard for us to accept our creation? I feel that sometimes when we create or do things, it's just from our spirit and we may not understand it. And I'm getting here that sometimes our understanding of the creation, we don't have to overanalyze our creation. We don't have to overanalyze or have such high expectations for the things that we create. And I feel like that's what burdens us and slows us down from our full potential in everything, in every area of our lives. I come from a really big family. I come from a family of like seven sisters, two brothers. Grew up in girl groups, sister groups. I was in Girl Scouts, and on top of that, you guys, I was first in Catholic school as well. So I grew up in religion like all throughout my life. My um my grandfather has a son that's a pastor, that has a whole ministry, like, and there's a part of me that tapped into a lot of different um areas in religion as well, and to learn and to understand the depths of who we are, what we're doing here, right? These are all the questions. And so far, what I've learned is that we're here to accept ourselves. We're here to understand ourselves. We're here to love ourselves. And once we get to do that, we're able to spread that knowledge, that wisdom, that understanding of self, can help others around us. Now, the thing is with creating, I feel like we live in a society, in a world that continues to tell us that we need to consume to be accepted. We have to consume a lot more to be accepted. In the sheep family, I call them the sheep family. Um, you're not a sheep, okay? You're very much not a follower. You like to break barriers. Not that you're a rebel. They would call a person a rebel because they don't do the same thing as I feel like you're divergent. That movie, Divergent, is really good as well. But neurodivergent, you have a consciousness or a mind that exceeds beyond anyone else's, and that's what makes you different. That's what makes you beautiful. Now, I think that's the part of creation and creation is that if you accept who you are, then everybody else will be able to do the same. Everybody else will stand in who they are as well, and they can't change that. I mean, when you show up and you put your energy out there, it's then a domino effect. It shows, okay, this person has this type of I wouldn't say view, but everyone has different views. Yes. So I feel like it draws the people that are like you towards you. The more you're like yourself, the more you draw people who are like you. And on top of that, you also sometimes draw people in that have character traits that you maybe wish you had. I feel like we're here to inspire. And I feel like we live in a society that continues to teach us to compete or compare. Um, and I feel like, yeah, I call it the spirit of comparison, the spirit of like the rat race. And at the end of the day, we're all just having to go back to ourselves and meet ourselves all over again. Because at the end of the day, this is about us, about our self love, our determination, our peace. our self-preservation, right? We're here to overcome lots of shackles that were placed on us from lineages from way back when. Okay, you're literally a walking recreation of your ancestors. Okay, they put in a lot of work into you. They put in a lot of work for you to stand in the essence of who you are, regardless of what society tells you to do. Since the day we were born, we were put in a box, stamped with a number, and isn't it just not crazy to you to see that, like, maybe this is a game, and if this is really all a game, and we're stamped with numbers like your social and stuff like that, like, we're very like animalistic in the way of where we come from. We're very connected to Earth, because we're from here. We're from this planet. We were born here. We're part of it. However, our consciousness knows that we're a lot more than just this physical body, and so it really messes up our balance, feeling groundedness. It's like having your spirit bottled up inside without having a voice, without having a say so, without having a space to grow or scream or cry. We're stuck and trapped in these bodies, and so we have to accept and love ourselves in that way, in a world that tells us that we're not pretty enough, that we're not beautiful enough, that we aren't accepted, that it's just so many boundaries that were placed and barriers that we have to break, and chains and doors to unlock, patterns to, generational curses that we need to break. This movement is way bigger than us, it's way bigger than us for sure. It has everything to do with our ancestors and the future of our lineage and our legacy. um but yes, if you're a creator, why do you ever feel burdened with your creation? And why is that? Why do we feel so burdened with our creation? Because if we created something from our spirit, wouldn't it have to be just enough, be okay, be just right? I feel like we're always expecting more from ourselves and our creation, and it slows us down from our full potential. I believe in limitless opportunities, limitless boundaries. But every time that we come about and we are almost there, we're running and we create something and we just boom, doubt, fear, guilt. And I feel like maybe that it's probably where we come from, like how we grew up, or just again, chains that we need to break, right? Within our subconscious mind, telling us that we're not enough, or shame too, facing lots of shame within our purpose, shame. Yeah. So again, there are people around us that also shamed us because they didn't know themselves as well. So that is also something that we need to take into consideration when we are creators. We're not really, we don't even really understand our creation as well. So I feel like this is definitely a message of just do it. Whatever you feel your spirit's called to do, just do it, and don't expect anything from it, right? And I feel like that's when you're in really the flow. I feel like, especially if we both have both feminine and masculine energies within us, right? And I have learned thus far on this journey that I do thrive a lot more in my feminine energy. I remember being in my masculine energy and having a lot more things, but in my feminine energy, I have a lot more freedom. So I'm really conflicted at this point, you guys. Like, I feel like there's a part of me that wants to tap more into my masculine, and Um, but the it's just it's weird. It's a weird concept to think that, you can't be free if you're in your masculine energy. However, I feel less creative and more disciplined in a way, like having a strict time. I feel like we're all very much blessed in many different areas in our life, and we take it for granted. Just know that you are the creator of your life. Know that you are exactly where you need to be, and you could switch up your story anytime you want. You could change the direction of your life anytime you want. Just don't let anyone on the outside or how everything looks on the outside shift who you are and your spirit and what you remember to be true to you, okay? I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this message. I don't know how long I've been talking for, but I love you. Please hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. And if you'd like to know and talk about any more other topics on manifestation, creation, um, yeah, spirituality, I love talking about deep things. So it just makes sense because we feel a lot. Um, we feel a lot and our bodies hold all the answers, so move your body, okay? I love you and I'll see you on my next video.